So we're just getting ready to head off, and it's the first time back to a campsite in a long time thanks to this COVID-19 lockdown. We came down here the other day, and this area in front of the van was just like really grown up with weeds. We came down here, fortunately they trimmed it, but they've actually got quite a bit of muck up the side of the van. Also, it's the van actually, this long in storage, not being able to come down to it, is quite mucky too. I'm surprised how much muck it's got on there, considering it's not directly under a tree. But yes, we wanted to get away in some of those tents I've reviewed in the back garden area this year, dying to get away in those tents, but the campsites we're going to and we managed to get into don't have any facilities open. So fortunately, we haven't yet sold the caravan we bought, and so just as well really, because we've got everything we need on board to be completely self-sufficient. So it's chuck the caravan over and get it ready for the road, and off we go. Well, we're finally here. This site is usually absolutely rammed full, but they can't take any tents at the moment, so we've got loads of space. We're still getting set up in the van, and yeah, fantastic spot. Sun's just popped in actually, it's been beautifully sunny. So let's show you what it's like. There you go, that's the view from the front of our van. That's Lake Bala, and this is Glanllyn Campsite, I think is how you pronounce it. And we're just getting set up still, just getting stuff out the car. We've also brought our canoes. So we've got Sevillor Waterton, Sevillor Hudson, and we've also just bought a paddleboard. So I'll do a separate video on that. It's just well, I say cheap one from Amazon. None of these seem to be pretty cheap, but yeah, we look forward to giving that a go. And some of the gear you might have seen on some other videos, that's perfect for the caravan. I'm going to try that out in a caravan, and some more Colapz items in here. The shower, wash things down. I'm going to test out the ergo pillow from another video, and yeah, so time to get snack up, time to have a snack, I think, and finish packing up. Snack up, I think that's a new term. He's been sitting outside enjoying the sun, and then a swarm of midges came in and started biting. So we set up our own little sun inside the awning here. Oh, that's nice and tasty. Lovely evening there. So this morning hasn't kicked off quite as planned. Found a little problem with the caravan and the carpet up here. So I noticed this was full of water, and what happened is the drainage pipe there for the sink was completely disconnected. So everything from the sink just poured through the drawers, through everything down here. We've had to throw a load of stuff out. Yeah, so it's just a push fitting, but there's no sort of resistance on that. And the way it's designed, the drawer comes in here at this level here. So the back of the drawer, if you've got anything sticking up in the drawer, just pushes the pipe out. Really bad design. Looks like it's got a little plastic thing here maybe to hold it in place, but that's not doing anything. So I've pushed it in, and good old duct tape at the moment, trying to hold it in place, and it seems to be working. But I'm going to probably need to find a more permanent fix for that. But yeah, it's just a pain. That's taken ages to try and clean up. And in washing up here, this is the Outwell dish rack that we videoed a few weeks ago. It's working okay. For big plates though, they're easy just to tip out. The little things here aren't holding them in place too well, and could do with being a bit bigger, but it's working. It's difficult here to wash up generally anyway because of Oh, is it going to work now? Yeah, it spurts still air through the pipes, so it often just explodes and splashes water everywhere, which is not so good. While we're talking of water and design issues, what state has anyone left the bathroom? Okay, not too bad. So here's the bathroom sink. Now obviously this is still partial locked down. The campsite's got no facilities open, so we're all using this, and it looks very fancy, this sort of design in the caravan. So if you look in it, it looks like, oh wow, that's good. Problem is it's not a very big sink, and water splashes in here, and if you're washing or anything like that, it goes around the back. But more importantly, it goes down the back of here, which is really hard to get at, and obviously you need to keep everything dry and clean. So yeah, it looks very fancy, but actually if I was buying another van or a motorhome or something like that, I'd look for a sink that didn't look so fancy, it was actually fitted in so you could actually seal it off and stop water going down the back causing damage. Anyway, just thought I'd point that out because it's been, we're hoping to get out today, but that's just been a slow start. Anyway, there's a bit of an update using the Outwell dish rag. It seems to work okay in place there. This spongy bit's collecting all the drips and stuff. We'll see how that goes. I think we need to take that off and put that on the line outside to dry in a minute. Now, just come out to the car, and it's another problem. The inflatable awning seems to have lost a whole bunch of air. Fortunately, these little black things here connect it all up. Also got isolation valves in, which I switched, so it's only that tube affected. Don't know why. We heard a big psh of air earlier this morning, and we thought that was someone else taking some stuff down, but maybe we got a puncture. So quick pumping, it's gone back up, but I'm sure I can hear hissing coming from somewhere. Just come back. So a few hours after that was inflated, it's gone down again, so clearly there's a slow puncher somewhere. I'm really not looking forward to getting that tube out and finding it. So I don't really have the time at the moment, but I'm gonna have to at some point. So a few weeks ago I demonstrated the Colapz shower hose thingy, and I said it'd be good for cleaning down the canoes at the campsite, so that's what we're doing. Now this is the other attachment. I didn't demonstrate this when I was testing it. This is meant to be the jet wash, and it's not. I've just pulled the. This is a problem. A long canoe. There we go. Okay, yeah, I didn't just demonstrate this one, so this is meant to be the jet spray. It's not the one with the trigger. The trigger might be a bit easier in this case, but I'll do give this one a go. And really, I'd be using both hands if I wasn't holding my camera, but it's just to try and get some of the muck off and wash them down. You should really do that. As you go from different waterways, keep them clean, stop contamination, but also keep your boats nice and clean. And I've pulled it out of the bucket again. This is something I'm going to have to watch. I'm just using the very large utility bag from Colapz. Filled it up with water, and I think we're all good to go. So, continuing to have caravan issues this break. We had a lot of bad luck with this van at the moment. I don't know whether the age or anything coming off it, but yeah, so we've had water issues. Pump's not working. Last night, spent ages fiddling around with it. Eventually got it to work again. Hooray! Thank God for that. Turns up this morning, not working again. So I've got a few things I want to try. I've spent ages out here being wet and cold trying to get it working. So this is the pump unit. It's a whale pump, just drops into that coral there. Fairly straightforward stuff, but it's not working. I'm just wondering, I just noticed the O-ring had gone on it. So it needs to have a really good seal for it to pump up, no air getting in. And we've had a bit of air splurted out. But it may be down that I just need to get new O-ring and some silicone grease to make that seal good again. Easy enough to get, so I'm going to have to pop off to the local town in lockdown and see if I can find something. Right, so after an hour spent hunting around Bala, couldn't get anywhere, went to Travis Perkins, found some O-rings, slightly different shape, don't make a good seal, so you tried the old one and then tried to use a bit of tape to hold it in place, and it works. So definitely it's a seal issue. It's only working slightly though, as it's now leaking water down the caravan. So it's definitely an issue with the seals, but just cannot get any part. The hardware shops that would have had it is closed, so yeah, joys of caravanning, eh? Okay, it's at the end of our break here in Wales, at Glanllyn Campsite. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. It's been great actually staying here at this campsite. I know the facilities are closed, but the amount of space we've had, because they couldn't take tents here as well, and there's not even that, they've not even filled all the caravan spots, so we're all nicely socially distanced every other pitch, and it's just been great actually having so much space right on the shores of Lake Bala. It's been a really good break here. Obviously let down a little bit by issues we've had with the caravan and the awning. I know what to fix on the water pump. I'm going to get some parts for that. Sink, we've got a temporary fix in place and I'll keep an eye on that. The awning I'm going to take home and try and repair it there. But yeah, otherwise, putting those issues aside, it's been a really good break. I'm looking forward to getting out again. So I wish we could also come out in some of our tents, but a lot of campsites take a decision not to open their facilities because risk to staff, risk to people, and the effort in cleaning them. I know some of the camping and caravanning club sites where they do a lot of cleaning all the time anyway, of open facilities in some of their sites, so not everywhere's like that, but certainly places we wanted to go that weren't already booked up had no facilities. So we're in the caravan, but hopefully we'll get out in some of our tents fairly soon. But yeah, it's a beautiful spot here. Weather's just starting to close in, but not too bad actually. Looks like another day. Bit blowy out there to be on a paddleboard, stand-up paddleboard, but great fun in the canoes. So yeah, definitely we've been here before, and it's definitely one we'd be coming back to.